This card is a birthday card containing a boat, and in this case I've done the owl and the pussycat. It's quite a simple mechanism. It's based on tutorial 14, which is the box. Here's an example of the box. As you can see, it's two parallelograms back to back, and it's the piece on the end that makes it into a rigid shape. And in this case, rather than it being just a flat piece that goes across the end of the box, we've got the boat shape. This goes across the end of the box and holds the whole thing rigid. The parts you need to make this, these are the parts. I've already cut them out and measured them. These are the two bits which will turn into the parallelograms. It's three sections, 2.5 centimetres, 2.5, 2.5, with a tab at each end. And both of them, they're just 5 centimetres wide. And then these are the sides of the boat. From crease to crease, it's 16 centimetres. You've got two tabs on the end of one of the pieces, and the other piece doesn't need tabs. So from the cut edge to the cut edge, that's 16 centimetres. And the final piece, this is the mast. So now I'll just show you how to stick them all together. First of all, make sure all the creases are really well enforced. So I'll just crease all those. When you're making these, you don't need to measure where the pieces go on the base. So I'll just start with one. You glue one of the tabs flush with the spine. Make sure the glue goes right up to the crease, and you stick that in the middle, flush with the spine. And then to find its natural sticking place, you fold the whole thing into what's going to be its closed position. Put glue on that other tab. And then fold the base closed. So that gives you your first parallelogram. The next one, again, you stick it one side flush with the spine. Fold it into its closed position and put glue on the other tab. And then you fold the base closed. So these are your two parallelograms. Now's your chance to stick in the mast. In a minute we're going to stick them back to make the solid shape. But before you do that, you can put in a mast or sail or anything else. So you just put a bit of glue on that. Stick that in place. And now you put glue all over one of these surfaces. Close it. So there it is, it's the two parallelograms. It's still not a stable shape because there's nothing joining these two outer sides. So I'll just glue the two boat pieces together. So these can be glued both at the same time. Make sure you keep any measuring marks on the inside hidden from view. There we go. And now this will come down over here and stick to those two sides, making the whole thing rigid. So again, we just put the glue on these outer edges. Put the glue on there. Drop it into place. And you can just really centre this up by eye. It doesn't really matter whether the box shape is actually right in the middle or not. Now we've stuck the outside edges on, you can see as it closes, the ends of the boat actually lift up. So this is a variation on the box, mechanism 14. And at this point, this is where you can start adding your decorations. So in this case, yeah, we've got the owl is stuck to the side of the boat, the pussycat is stuck to the mast. You can add a flag if you want. You've also got a gully here you can build into, and another one here you can build out from. Tutorial 8 talks about adding small 3D pieces that you could add into any of these gullies that close as the card closes. So that's your boat. If you did want to build a deck into it, you would actually have to tailor that to fit. So if I just take this piece of card here, you'd need to have a crease down the middle. You'd have to have a hole in the middle which the mast is going to go through. You need it to be the same length as the whole boat. So here's the end. It's one end and the other end. So this is going to fit on it like that. That will stick down onto the top of this box shape. But to actually make it fit, you need to just shape it, sort of tailoring it really. So if I just take this and looking at roughly the shape I've got on the boat, this could now fit on there. You can see it's still a little bit big. I'm nearly there. I'll take a bit more off here. Right, there we go. So now that will fit into the boat. I can get it out again. Put some glue on the top of the box bits. Smear it around. Make sure that crease is good so the deck's going to stay flat when the boat is open. And just drop it in over the mast. And press it down onto those bits there. So now, as you close it, the deck closes along with the boat. So you don't really need a deck. If you look at this one, there is no deck, and as a design it does work pretty satisfactorily. So that's it, the boat birthday card. It's up to you to decorate it with any other bits and pieces that you like. You might use photographs of the people concerned, or cut out bits of other postcards, or anything amusing, fish, mermaids, Captain Pugwash, up to you.